Alright, hello everybody, I got 3 pots for you today, and I have some new updates with some of these pots. I've been working on this new pole. It's sort of after the spiral of the I don't know, the trunk, I guess you could call it. The spiral of the trunk, right after that I do sort of this interior pole outwards, and I think I don't know why I keep thinking I'm gonna call it like the spider pole. It's just it's just kind of like this weird. Just kind of spread my fingers out, and I just kind of almost like I'm pulling it out and up at the same time. And I try to be a little bit slower with that pole, and usually it does something interesting on the top. I think before I was actually just trying to do a traditional pull on it, but I realized that if I'm going a little bit thinner and I'm going a little bit taller with that trunk of the pot, then it's more likely to collapse if I do just a normal pull, because all that tension is kind of going towards one side and it wants to sort of waver and fall. And so that's been a new development. I realized that for each 25 pounds of clay, I think I want to try to get 6 pots out of it. I realized that if I use like 4.5 pounds of clay, that's what this is, I can get it pretty almost as tall as if I used like 6 or 7, right? And part of me is just like I need to get a little bit better at throwing those just 6 or 7 pounds. I can do it, but what usually ends up happening is I still have a little bit more weight at the bottom, and I'm trying to go as thin as I can, because I don't trim these. And I realized that if I use like 7 or 8 pounds, and I end up going a little bit too tall for like the bottom to handle it, so they end up being thicker on that bottom, and they actually end up being like around the same height after it. I realized that if I just do like 6 per 25 pounds, it's around like 4 point whatever pounds of clay per pot, I can actually get the right height that I need to get for these pots. And I also get 6 pots out of 25 pounds of clay, which is like, that's like the money, I feel like I was like really burning through clay, which is it's not really a problem, but I also kind of like how light the pots are when I just really throw them nice, slow and thin and try to get every ounce of it. And so this amount feels perfect, and so that's another development with these pots. I think I've been liking, you can see right here, there's a spider pole on the left side, and it looks like, I don't know, it's a little bit weird, and it gets so thin, and they tear really easily, and they fall and collapse, and they do pretty much what I want them to. And I think having a little bit less weight on the top too allows them to sort of dance around a little bit more. And I think they really match the bottom and the core or the trunk of the pot nicely. And so that's those are some of the new developments of these pots. I hope you guys are liking the content the content. I've been trying to like figure out what I want these pots to do, and they're constantly changing as I'm working through them. And so I think that's like always something that I try to keep in my practice, is like being able to be a little bit more malleable in plastic, to sort of shift gears, but keep like a core essence of these pots alive. I was looking at some of the earlier ones today, and I was just like, oh my gosh, they've changed quite a bit. And so I think I'm gonna end up taking some of the stuff back from the old ones and bring them back in here. Old ones, even though I just made them like a couple days ago, but I've been really liking them. But yeah, all right. Well, thank you guys for watching. All the best and strong mentality. Peace.